Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all, and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged. Some is not. And the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Okay, happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day. And please, please, please stay safe, y'all. Please stay safe. Okay, so I want to get to the story right here, y'all. Marques Houston, this story of his life right now. Okay, y'all. And what everybody is talking about. And I want to break some things down to you all that let you know that they are hiding behind the Jehovah Witnesses. And allegedly they are out here, trafficking, y'all. Trafficking, basically. And they're getting away with it. They're abusing, they're trafficking, and they're getting away with it, y'all. Okay? So I want to talk about this today because it's very important. And this has been going on for a long time. And not only has this been going on for a long time, but a lot of lives has been messed up, y'all. A lot. It's no different than what's going on with R. Kelly and all that, R. Kelly movement that's going on, which also makes you wonder, if they got R. Kelly for this, why do they let other people get away with it? Okay? And, I'm here to tell you why these people right here are getting away with it. Okay? And my true belief, and this comes from me, my wholeheartedly belief, is that the reason that Marques Houston and Chris Stokes are doing what they're doing and have done what they've done and gotten away with it is because they have hidden behind Jehovah Witnesses for a long time. And there's a history of things like this happening with the Jehovah Witness. I know because I grew up in it. And I have heard stories when I was going to the hall about a particular brother messing with, mingling and tingling with certain people's, kids when he's supposed to be, spending time with them, what they call it, okay? They love it when a single parent comes into the hall and they got some kids because then they can get their kids and then they start, spending time with the brothers, okay? And then when the, great allegations and sexual assault allegations pop up, nothing happens. They don't report it. They don't report it to no police because that's a no-no. The Jehovah Witnesses do not like police getting involved in anything that's going on with people in their organization. No matter how bad it looks and sounds and is, okay? And I know firsthand, y'all, up close and personal, about a lot of stuff that happened in the hall. And it was brushed under the rug. The person that did the deeds, they either moved out of town or went to another meeting, different than the one that they were going to, or it was just brushed under the rug. They, disfellowship, they stopped talking to the person for a little while, they start back talking to him, and everybody acts like they never did nothing after they start back talking to him again. It's forgiven, and everybody's supposed to go back to, living their life, doing what they do, and nobody's supposed to say anything else about it. Okay, y'all? This has been going on with Jehovah Witnesses for a long time. And it's time to call them out. Call them out. Okay? This gives Jehovah a bad name. Y'all, I don't think that, Jehovah would put together something for, man to come in and change it to their own purposes and needs. Okay, y'all, and wants. And this is a sad thing about the hall. Okay, you might have people that really, really want to learn about, Jehovah and stuff like that. But you have stuff like this that's going on and it's looked over and ain't nobody saying nothing about it. Ain't nobody doing anything about it. And this is why so many people, excuse me, y'all, um, turn their head when it comes to Jehovah's Witnesses. And, you know, like I said before, this is one thing that they always used to preach, that, you know, Jehovah is going to clean out his own house first. And I understand why now that that's being said, because it's so many brothers and sisters now in the hall that's using the hall as a thing to get out of trouble from doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. And they're hiding behind Jehovah's name, okay, so that they won't, get in trouble. And it got to be, it got to be higher ups, because, Jehovah's Witnesses, the higher up you get, the more money you're dealing with, okay? And when you got celebrities that's Jehovah's Witnesses, you messing with a whole nother ball game, okay? And the celebrities, that's the Jehovah's Witness that's, covering up their mess. Their name is tagged to so much stuff, y'all. So much stuff their names are tied to. And it's sad that Jehovah's name is getting, pretty much, it's a mockery against him. It's bad that this is going on, and they're letting it. And this is going on publicly now with them, okay? This post came up last year sometime. And the reason why I say last year is because Marques Houston, it says he's 40 years old. And he's 41 now. So this had to be in 2022. Okay, y'all? When this post was posted up. So it's safe to say that this was put up last year. Okay? His wife was 22. Okay? And you see the age difference. Y'all already see it. It's a huge age difference, y'all. Okay? He's saying right here that they're celebrating 3 years of marriage. So they did get married at she was 19. So that's 3 years ago. Okay? As of last year. And then he says 10 years together. Now, somebody that posted this picture said, I ain't the best at math, but this math ain't mathing up. And they're right. But I'm going to tell you how this math is going to math up now. Okay, y'all? So last year, if she was 2022 and last year was 2022, that makes her was born in 2000, right, y'all? She was born in 2000. So I want y'all to do the math on this, because this is very important about this math. Last year, she was 22. If you take away 10. 22 minus 10. You get 12. She was 12 years old, y'all. And the crazy part about this whole thing is they told on themselves. People love to say, oh, we telling on them and this and that and that and this. But they told on their own self, y'all. And they try to lie and say somebody else posted this up, okay? The cat is out the bag, y'all. The cat is out the bag. Now, she was 12 years old. All right, y'all? This is her age. When they met and started pursuing each other, pretty much, okay? Because he said 10 years together. So is it safe to say that at 12, he was with her then? This is what they said. This is what they posted. Now, 10 years, 2022, still doing last year, y'all. Stay with me now. 2022 minus 10 years equals 2012. So 2012. Let me show what was going on with her at 2012. Okay, this is why I'm trying to tell y'all something, that this is an enterprise that's going on. And it is basically trafficking. And a lot of people is playing their roles in this. Okay, so let's keep going, y'all. A lot of people is playing their roles. Even authorities, y'all, because they got this female right here listed as a missing teen. Okay, Now, word on the street. This is her right here, y'all. This is her. Now, let's read some stuff. It says, missing, last seen alive, August the 6th, 2016. This was the last time they said they saw her alive. 2016, August 6th. Okay. Y'all, this is a mess. I'm going to tell y'all, this is a total mess. All right. Now, remember, he just met her in 2012. Okay. This is when they got together. This is what they're saying. Been together since 10 years ago. Okay. Circumstances. Mayana, or whatever they call her, Mia, whatever, birth mother name is Paula Harris. Okay. Now, Paula Harris go to the hall. Okay. She goes to the hall too. Right. She lost parental rights in California. And Mayana was adopted in California in 2012. Okay. So she lost her rights in California. Right, y'all? She lost her rights. And most times out of 10, when they lose their rights from their kids, it's some street pharmacy stuff or some stuff like this. And see, this goes to show y'all right now that same thing we've been saying on this page over here, because people think that when we say people are sacrificing their kids, that we just playing. And they don't think that the parents and stuff would really do something like this, as to sacrifice their child or sell their child or give their child away. It happens all the time. Ask Usher. Ask his mama who she gave him to. She gave Usher to Puff Daddy. Okay? And everybody knows what Puff Daddy is into, right, y'all? So what kind of mother gives their child to somebody like Puff Daddy? Okay? Let's think about Aaliyah. Aaliyah was given to R. Kelly. She was given to him so much that he wouldn't have married her without the parents even knowing nothing about it, right, y'all? That's what they say. Okay? Who lets their child be around somebody that's a known person that's out here mingling and tingling with everybody and everything? Okay, y'all? Pay attention to this, okay? So, if the mother lost this child in 2012, okay, and Mia was adopted in California in 2012, she was adopted. I want y'all to listen to this. She was adopted in California in 2012. So is it safe to say that in California, 2012, when she had got adopted by the new grandparents, the new parents, y'all, that she met Marques Houston after she was adopted, y'all? Is it safe to say that, y'all? Okay, let's keep going. Mayana ran away from her home in Eugene, Oregon on August the 6th, 2016 at 8 o'clock in the morning. This is what was reported, y'all. Okay? Now, there is a discrepancy in this date right here, y'all. And the reason why there's a discrepancy in this date is because Mia, she wasn't reported when she was actually, had left at home. And they said she ran away, but was she sold, y'all? Ask yourself this question. Was she sold? And I'm going to tell you why I said she was sold. Okay? It seems that the person who adopted her, they adopted her in California, and they must have adopted her and then took her to Eugene, Oregon. Okay? This is when she met Marques Houston. And apparently, was she living in, whoever these people that adopted her was, they living in California first? And then she went there, they went there? Or did they leave after they sold her? Okay? Now, first off, a lot of people are saying this, and I'm going to say allegedly. But this is the rumor. This is the news that's going around. And it is that when Maya became missing, she wasn't reported until years later that she was missing. So, yeah, y'all, So that tells you one thing right there. The people that adopted Maya, they was going along with this program. Okay? And it probably was until she started dating that they went on and reported her missing. Just in case she got pregnant or something happened, it would have came back on them. Okay? Um, this was the report that was put out. It is believed that Mayana is with or traveling to birth mother Paul Harrison or maternal grandmother Barbara Dotson in California. Okay? First name Mia Monita is the middle name, and last name Dickey. Okay, that's her name. Um, so her mother and her grandmother was in California. Okay, y'all. This is what they said. The mother is a Jehovah's Witness. She was going to the hall. Okay, so I'm gonna still say she was a Jehovah's Witness because she was going to the hall. Okay. As soon as she lost rights to her child was allegedly taken somewhere else, to Oregon. And when her child was taken to Oregon, this is what the story they want us to believe. 4 years later. 4 years later. Now, mind you, in this 4 years between 2012 and 2016 of her actually running away, allegedly she was dating Marques Houston, y'all. Marques Houston. 4 years. So if she was 12, we're gonna keep this going, right, y'all? 12 plus 4 is 16. So at 16 years old, this is when allegedly she ran away. This is what they want us to believe. That at 16 years old, she ran away from home at 8 o'clock in the morning. And she went to California at 16 years old. That's what they want us to believe, y'all. But let Marques Houston tell it. He had been dating her for 4 years. Wow. So if the adopted parents did not report her when she was actually taken, and she left the premises of them, because this is the rumor that's going around, is that they reported her, and they put a picture of her in 2016 up, okay, but she was missing way before then. This is my understanding, okay, y'all. So where was she, y'all? Ask yourself this question: where was she? Now, she pops up, and when she pops up out the blue, and nobody's telling anybody, the authorities, nobody, that this is the missing girl. She pops up as mysteriously telling everybody at the hall that she's some kin to Chris Stokes, and this is why she's staying with him. Now, mind you, y'all, Chris Stokes at the same time is being called out for, being touchy-feely and mingly-tingly with younger members of a group that he was, managing, y'all. Not just that group, but other groups have reported that Chris Stokes, the Jehovah's Witness, y'all, Chris Stokes, that's in the industry. This is who this little girl right here went to stay with. And most likely, she was 12 when she went to stay with him, y'all. Chris Stokes, them, California. Her mama, California. Her mama worked for Chris Stokes, them, y'all. Okay? And the daughter would come on the scene, on the set while the mama working, and be around Marques Houston, allegedly, while she was 12 getting, primed. to marry this man when she's old enough. And they can come forth and let people know who she was really dating and how old they was when she was old enough. And only till then. The Jehovah Witness stood by this, y'all. Okay? Okay? They took a missing child, took her back to California. And the person who adopted her, that's still in Oregon, y'all, they didn't report her missing until years later, y'all. There's a trafficking ring going on, y'all, allegedly, with the Jehovah Witnesses. This is what I see. And there's a cover up. This is what I see. And a lot of people have been coming forth. You can go to YouTube and you can put in, kids that has been, mingled and tangled with by Jehovah Witnesses. And they have totally covered it up, kicked them out the hall, disowned them and everything. Even the family members of the person has disowned these people because they're speaking against Jehovah. But these guys, Marques Houston and Chris Stokes, are brothers of the hall, y'all. And they have been mingling and tangling with little ones that they haven't supposed to for years and hiding behind Jehovah's name, y'all. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. Marques Houston is right here in this bed with some more of their artists that they was producing. Chris Stokes. I think they're immature somebody. I get them all mixed up. But word on the street is R. Kelly liked the videos, and so does Chris Stokes. He loves to take pictures, and allegedly, this is his favorite color, maroon, y'all. This is why he always had a little maroon on the headboards and stuff around the room. This was his favorite color, y'all. Okay? Now, not only allegedly, there's rumors, and there are people who have came forward on this guy from different groups that they were managing. Nobody has said anything. No arrests, no nothing. Coming from nowhere. And this is him right here. He got, on the outside, he got this beautiful young wife that they lined up to be his wife when she was 12. And on the outside looking in at the hall, he has the perfect marriage. Beautiful wife. He got a new baby. But the sinister part of this guy right here is a lot of mingling and tingling with the brothers. So she got herself, allegedly, a download. Okay, y'all? Make it make sense. You're hiding behind Jehovah's name. It is time for somebody to say something about this. It is time for people to go to jail. Like, if R. Kelly can go to jail, why can't they? They did the same thing. R. Kelly mingled tingled with girls and boys. And so did they. That they wasn't supposed to. And the Jehovah Witness stood behind each other. Because Omarion came forth and said that, wannabe 2K members, they lied. It's not true. And Omarion is a brother too, y'all. Okay? He's a brother too. Now, the thing that gets me the most out of this whole story, y'all, is the fact that she's on the missing persons list. Here she is. She has been found. Usually when a child or somebody is on a missing person list and then years later they come up, this is all over the news. This is all over the news. Somebody that found them and they done had babies by the person that took them and all this stuff. This is on the news. So tell me why a child came up missing in Oregon and now she's married to a celebrity and she's a Jehovah Witness, and it's out of the press. Tell me why, y'all. Make it make sense. Do they think that Jehovah gonna approve of this? I think not. I don't think so. Is the people at the hall gonna continue sitting back ignoring this, y'all? Are they? Now, I know about Jehovah Witnesses. They do fix marriages. And, we grew up thinking, they do fix marriages. But, okay, they must fix people up when they're old enough or, the right age range or something like that. Because we grew up around hearing about stuff like this. But when you see in the year of 2022 and 23, and the years ain't adding up, and somebody is way older than this child right here, 30 years old, okay? 10 years ago, he was 30 years old, y'all. And 10 years ago, she was 12. Something ain't right about this picture, y'all. And the fact that she came up missing and Jehovah Witnesses had her out at their house. And they brought her to the hall and pretended like she was a family member, so that she could, move around. She couldn't go to school and stuff because they would have got busted. But they waited till she was old enough, and they married her off to Marques Houston, y'all. And she calls Chris Stokes Pawpaw, y'all. This my Pawpaw, daddy. Come to daddy. Okay, y'all? It made me think about Puff Daddy when he was like, I love it when you call me daddy. Okay, y'all? That's what that makes me think about when they said that this baby right here was calling Chris Stokes daddy. And daddy is the one that hooked her up with some more of his mingling and tingling people, Marion, for marriage, y'all. And look at them at the assembly, because this got to be the assembly, y'all, right here. This the assembly. And look at all these women standing around looking at them, the celebrities. And if you don't know who this is in the middle, y'all remember Roll Bounce? Sweetness, okay, is what they called him. This is who he hang out with. Is it a reason they called him Sweetness? Ask yourself this question. Remember Roll Bounce? The one that was so sexy, glistening all over his body. These are his buddies, and he's a Jehovah's Witness too. So is it something to that name, Sweetness, y'all? And look at the sisters in the back, all standing around smiling at these guys. And when they're not in that suit, they doing some heinous stuff, allegedly, to members of they stand as a group. Y'all. And they're having Jehovah's name. Some got to give. Something has to give. It's time for this dirt to come out the closet, y'all. Okay? It's time for the dirt to come out the damn closet. Because I'm sick of this. This don't make no sense. So now you, 3 nights out of a meeting a week, you got on your suit with a Bible in your hand, and the next night you're terrorizing somebody else. And this guy is the dirtiest type of mingling and tingling with little ones, because he like to rub it in their face that, yeah, I got away with it and I'll do it again. If I want it again, I'll get it now. Or you can bounce. B2K try to get back together, y'all, after all of the stuff that they went through. This man, the first one on the left, allegedly, was mingling and tingling with the little ones on his roster, y'all. And not only was he doing that, he was having them mingle and tingle with each other, y'all, while he watched 2 other members of B2K would entertain him by doing each other. And then he's back in his suit with the Bible in his hand. I don't know how it's not even burning up in his hand, y'all. I don't even know. Because if this is true, what's going on right now, and all signs show something is wrong. Raz B is not doing all the stuff he's doing for nothing. And then they tricked him, y'all. They tried to threaten him and give him money and get him to change his story so that they can make him look like he's a liar. And he fell for it. And after he fell for it, they started rubbing it back in his face again, because when they was getting ready to go on tour, which they didn't need Chris Stokes to go on tour with them. He wanted to be there while they're performing. He wanted us to now watch him perform as a grown man now and taunt him. And Raz B left the tour. So this guy would take time away from his family to go on tour and boast and B212 face that, yeah, I did this, I got away with it, so what? And I think he got a serious thing for Raz B, to be honest with y'all. I think he was there, that was his favorite out of all of them. He had a serious, lust for Raz B. And he still do. Just like the little girls that was all crazy about B2K. When, we all was younger and looking at them like, oh my goodness, they fine. He was looking at them the same way we were, y'all. Ladies. They were looking at them the same way. And they hid behind the Jehovah Witnesses, y'all. Okay? So this is the mother. The birth mother name is Paula Harris, which I told y'all she is a Jehovah Witness too. Not only is she a witness, the word on the street is, Omarion is a witness. A couple people. What's his name? I think it's Jay Boog's mother is a witness. I think. Don't let me get the line. I think she's a witness too. If she ain't, she hangs out with Chris Stokes' wife a lot. They're close. Okay? And word on the street is, y'all, this is how he was hanging around his child, because when the mama would come to work, she would bring this baby, 12 years old. And just like I told you, when they took her from him, she got the baby right back. They didn't even report that she was missing until some years later. Word on the street. Okay, y'all? She was never really supposed to stay there with the other people that adopted her. This was all set up so that Marques Houston could marry this baby, y'all. It was all set up so he can have him a youngin', y'all. And Mama Bear went along with this. The Chris Stokes and his wife went along with it. Another person that was pretending like she was dating Marques Houston, they wasn't really dating. She was going along with the story, just so people wouldn't, it'll take attention off of him dating this 12-year-old. This is what I'm hearing, y'all. Y'all, this something else. And this raggedy, y'all know what I want to call it, y'all. Mama of hers gave this baby to Marques. And I think she got something out of it, y'all. I really do. I don't know if he bought her a house or what did he do for her. But I do believe that she got paid or something out of it, y'all. She got some kind of rewards off of selling this baby. And people think that it's a game. It's not no game, y'all. They put movies on here all the time talking about cults and symbolism and all this stuff. This is somewhat a cult right here. And they made a game plan for them to get this child and her to be raised at a Jehovah Witness house right up under everybody's nose. And in another city, she's came up on a missing list, y'all. It's the people still talking about it on YouTube and nobody saying nothing. The FBI should be involved in this right now. This child came up missing. And she pops back out when she's old enough. And then they mistaken let the cat out the bag and tell on themselves that he been with this girl since 2012, y'all. 2012. They've been together since 2012. 12 years old, y'all. 12 years old. Wait a minute. Yeah, 12 years old. 12 years old. And these are the brothers from the hall, y'all. Ain't this something? Ain't this something, y'all? These are the brothers at the hall that made it happen. Okay? And all while he was priming this baby to be his wife. And Jehovah's Witnesses was making sure that, they did the dating thing and, get to know each other and fix her up to, because they put makeup on it, made her look older when she come out around him. Okay? Same time all this is going on, they are mingling, tingling with their artists, y'all. They're artists. And Omarion is his brother through Jehovah's Witness. So he comes forth to make Raz B look like he's lying. Y'all. But the pictures don't lie, y'all. The pictures don't lie. They don't lie. And I doubt these people are lying. And I'll let you hear some of the stuff that they were saying, that they reported. And people have seemed to ignore it, y'all. And ask yourself why. Why are some people ignoring and others, you just pushing it all in the forefront? All the R. Kelly girls line up, y'all. Come on and tell. Come one, come all. And word on the street is, y'all, Chris Stokes is best friends with the police commissioner or the chief of police or something like that. Okay? This is why there was never nobody arrested for this. And it's helped brush under the rug. And it would not surprise me if this chief wasn't a Jehovah's Witness too. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm not sure he is, but it would not surprise me. And like I said, J Boog, his mother is friends with her right here. Chris Stokes' wife. They're friends. They're friends, y'all. Okay? And not only do the brothers get their mingle tingle on, the sisters allegedly do too. They get in on some of this action too. Word on the street, okay? Because her right here, she was doing the same thing that Chris Stokes was doing to one of the B2K members. Okay? And she's much, much, much older. One of them is her son. So she was mingling and tingle with her son's friend, y'all. One of Jada things. All right? But the thing of it is, they were underage, y'all. They were underage. I'm just saying. And these are the faces of the Jehovah's Witness, y'all. These the ballers. This is what they walk into the hall and everybody act like, Jehovah himself then walked into the building. And he's giving Jehovah a bad name, y'all. This is what he's doing. All right? And everybody's sitting back letting him. And if somebody go and tell somebody at the hall, because I've seen it. Other people complain about something, this and that and this. I have went and asked my mom about something. And she'll go, I'm going to bring this up to one of the brothers. This got to be talked about. They go over there. They send them off, tell them a little lie to get them out their face. Let them know we handling this. This don't got nothing to do with you, sister. Okay? And everybody is back to normal like nothing happened. They forget about it. And this is what they're doing at the meetings with this guy right here now. They acting like none of this stuff that they have done to all of these people that has came forward matters, y'all. None of it matters. And as you can see them together right here, they stick together through thick and thin and try to keep the slate clean so that they can save face in Jehovah's eyes. But Jehovah see everything, y'all. Y'all can lie to the people at the hall. Y'all can lie to whoever y'all want to. But you can't lie to Jehovah, okay? So whatever you think you done got away with, like I said, told y'all, he said he gonna clean his own house first. And boy, don't he have some cleaning to do. Seriously, y'all. He got some serious cleaning to do. Now, this one right here, She pretended, and I think she's a Jehovah Witness too. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This is Melina, y'all. Melina pretended to be Chris Stokes' best daughter's best friend. She pretended to be the best friend of Chris Stokes' daughter, so that she also pretended to be Marques Houston's love interest too. She acted as if she was a good actor, y'all. Remember when they be talking about, these crisis actors? Well, she's one. This is why I tell y'all, this is like a cult right here. She pretended to be a love interest of Marques Houston. They pretended like they were dating while he was actually dating the 12 years old girl. He pretended to be dating her. She pretended to be the best friend of, Chris Stokes' daughter. She pretended to be the best friend. And she wasn't the best friend of Chris Stokes' daughter. You know who was the best friend of the daughter? Mia. Because she went to live with them when she was 12. That's why she called him Daddy. Okay, y'all? But they didn't want her. They didn't want her to be in the wedding. Maybe because, they might have saw, too many pictures, her out and dressed up and this and that. No, too many pictures. We don't want to bring that much attention. Okay? Let's just wait before we bring her out. Okay? They lied and pretended like she was the best friend. And she wasn't no best friend to his daughter. Y'all, make it make sense. This was just to keep her out of the limelight. This is why she was kept out of school and all of that stuff. Because she was being prepped to be this grown man's woman. She didn't even get a chance to live her life, y'all, and have some fun. Okay? She got knocked up right after she got married. And he just feel every time I thank Jehovah. No, you ain't thanking Jehovah for that mess. You're thanking them other brothers that let you pull this off, that helped you pull this mess off. Don't thank Jehovah. Thank all the people that played. This is her right here at the wedding. She pretended to be dating him, and they wasn't really dating, y'all. When they were together, it was for paparazzi, so they can see them together, so it wouldn't look like, so bad that he's dating that baby, y'all. Look how he looking right at the camera. You see how he looking at the camera? She was too old for him. She's pretty. She had a business and everything. He didn't want her. She was too old for him. Let him tell it. He wanted the 12-year-old. Y'all. Look at this fake hug. She's hugging him, but he's barely hugging her. He got one hand he put around her a little bit. And you can see they have no chemistry at all whatsoever. No chemistry. But they were pretending so that he wouldn't get in trouble for what he was really doing behind closed doors. And Jehovah Witnesses were behind this mess and helped approve these messages. Okay, y'all? Okay. Something has to give about these brothers at the hall that's letting all of these people that's mingling, tingling with the wrong people. Something has to give, y'all. Okay? It does. Word on the street, she was a little bitty something right here. She still had her braces in her mouth. She was real young, y'all. And they started working on her right away, trying to prep her for this. And I'm wondering, do they pay for these women? Is they like, these brats that you pay for? Seriously. Look how he just smiling and giggling, and at the same time, you're in the bed with these boys. And then you run into her. Do y'all see how people can pass, diseases around them packages? And you wouldn't even think all these people at the hall praising this man like he's something special, y'all. Word on the street. And he is garbage. Garbage, y'all. Word on the street. And if he thinks for 1 minute that he is going to fool Jehovah with this and that he's going to continue to hide, okay, you got another thing coming. She got her braces on. He was dating her then, y'all. And this is her. Tell me, how can somebody be doing this at this day and age and people at the hall and everybody else look the other way as if it's not happening, y'all? Okay? And at the same time, they getting theirs in too. These women. Getting their rocks off too. With the babies. This is why these two members of B2K didn't get along. Because the one in the middle was messing with the one on the left side's mother, who's on the right side, y'all. They let the cat out the bag when they did some kind of reality show. And he left the picture because he found out that, and I don't know how he ain't know at first. But why is he mad at him when his mama was older than him? Actually, he should be mad at his mom because she was the one that was messing with the baby. Okay, y'all? She was in the wrong. Look at these babies, little tenderonis. You remember how the girls was going crazy over them? They managers, the producers, and all of them was going crazy over them too, y'all. They degraded these guys right here. Some of them don't even want to talk about it, but you still know that they've been through some stuff because they still let a little bit out at a time when people ask them questions about what they was going through. A lot of them say they just want to forget about it. But it's hard for the one on the right side to forget about it because he was degraded, y'all. He was did dirty. He was degraded. He was his favorite. He liked it. That one right there. Okay? More than the others. And word on the street is J Boog is cousin to Omarion. The one standing next to him right here. The second one from the right. He is Omarion's cousin. So you mean to tell me that Marion, trifling ass, is defending Marques Houston, y'all, and Chris Stokes, and his own cousin, y'all. They was mingling and tingling with his own cousin too, and he helped cover it up. So if he helped cover it up for his cousin, how you think he feel about Roz B? Huh? He could care less. He was down with the get down. Some people, I told y'all, is with this stuff and some are not. This was his favorite, y'all. He loved this one. It was just something about him that turned him on, y'all. And it still turns him on. The fact that he still talks about how he was treated and this and that. And this guy still want to run on tour with him after they tried to get the group back together. This goes to show you, this guy's so dirty. He didn't even want these kids to make it, to get money in their pockets. If I can't do what I want to do to you, then you won't even be on this new tour. This guy left the new tour, Rosby, because this guy came around him, following them around like some little puppy, like a little whipped puppy, wanting to get at this child again. And he had to leave the tour. And everybody was asking him why he left, and he told them because he didn't feel comfortable with him. Why did he need to be there? He's not a part of the group. He ain't managing nothing, so they know to do the dance steps. Now they grown. They know how to do stuff without him. He's still victimizing this child right here. He's a grown man right now, but he's still victimizing him right now. And he's a brother from the hall, y'all. And he's getting away with this mess. Somebody need to Y'all, I just feel like it's more should be being done right now. If you got to do a petition for them to get some help or something. He said he didn't went through therapy. That's fine that he went through therapy. But where's his justice for what happened to him? Why ain't people being held accountable? And he ain't the only one that told that this guy was doing stuff to him. Others did too, y'all. Others came forward too. Other members of other groups that was signed to them, like these guys right here, came forth and said he was doing stuff to them too. And it has been ignored over and over. Look at y'all. Look at Marques right here, y'all. In here with the feet touching and everything. Okay? And now he's hiding behind Jehovah's name. Really, y'all? This what we doing now? Are y'all serious? Y'all know I'm going to talk about it because, I grew up in the hall. Ain't no way I'm not going to say something about this. For real, for real. This don't make no sense. They try to make this guy in the middle out to be like he's out his mind, something wrong with him. He don't know what he talking about because they got him to lie one time. So now everybody's just acting like that he's discredited. We know from his actions that this man did something to him. We know. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Any doctor will say, yeah, he did touch him. But is anybody doing anything about it, y'all? Is anybody coming forth to say anything? Word on the street is, these two right here, they'll probably never really get back to being friends again. And then they might just accept it because they want to be in the industry so bad that they'll take the oath. Look how he holding his hands over here on the right. This the one that was going with the other one, mama. Okay? And not only was he going with the mama, he was, word on the street, y'all. I'm saying allegedly. He's one of the people that was messing with one of the other members, doing each other. And they were entertaining Chris Stokes while they did it, y'all. Little Fizz, y'all, the cutie pie. These two right here. And if you look at this picture, look how, J Bud got his arm around Little Fizz right there, y'all. Word on the street, these two right here took care of each other so that he could watch. Y'all, that's what's going around. A Jehovah's Witness got these two right here mingling and tingling while he watch. Look at his little fruity face right there, J-Bug. You can tell something was going on, y'all. You can tell. Why do he have his arm around this man like that? Not on his shoulder or anything like that. Around his waist. Y'all. They messed these guys up. These two right here. Right here. Mingled and tingled. Allegedly together. And when people bring it up, they say they want to forget about that part of their life. They don't want to talk about it. But should it be talked about, y'all? Is it time for people like this to make an example of them? If you're going to make an example of R. Kelly, why you can't make an example out of Chris Stokes and Marques Houston, who's done the same thing, and at the same time, it's even worse because they hiding behind Jehovah. They're hiding behind the Bible while they doing it, y'all. Make it make sense. Because something don't seem right about this picture, y'all. Look how he got pictures of, these guys in there. A word on the street is Chris Stokes had them taking baths together and everything, showers together. Word on the street. Word on the street. This is why everybody's so comfortable all in the room taking their clothes off and playing around with each other. Don't it sound familiar? Like, Puff Daddy keep on telling everybody that him and Usher used to wake up together. And they used to wrestle. What you think the wrestling was about? Him putting his hand on Usher. He was getting something out of that. But Usher probably was thinking, oh, we wrestling over cereal. But no, y'all ain't wrestling over cereal. Puff Daddy was getting something out of that, y'all. It is sick. And Jehovah Witnesses is letting this happen. They're letting this go on. And just because the brothers say, this will be taken care of, this and that, and, don't worry about it, sis, we going to get to the bottom of this or this and that. And they say, okay, brother, and go about their business. It's never talked about again. It's never heard of again. This is why I could never become a Jehovah Witness. I could not never join no type of religion that let people get away with no stuff like this. There's no way I could do this. No way. These guys were one of the biggest groups out here. Y'all, it's still fans of theirs want to see them back together. And we have a narcissist, Chris Stokes, who then got away with a bunch of stuff. And, he's a Jehovah Witness, had behind the Bible and this and that. And he's still harassing these boys in this group till this day. He's still harassing them. And just because the other has, they didn't came to terms with what happened. We did it, so what? It's over with. We just want to move on. But, excuse me, y'all. How can you move on and get away with something that you have, had to go through when you was that young? How? And one was abused more than the others because they was just, playing around with each other. But he had somebody that he looked up to as a father figure that was supposed to be taking care of them while they were out on, touring, this and that and that and this. He was chasing this man, this young man. Instead of letting the girls chase him, he was chasing him. This was his favorite one. And he done messed him up, y'all. And everybody's ignoring it. I don't get it. This little boy right here came forward and said that he did it to him too, y'all. This little boy right here. I'm going to play this audio for you all real quick. Let me play it. Let me play this audio real quick. I gotta pull it up because I need y'all to hear. I need you to hear, what was said. I'm trying to see if this is the right one. Nope, that's not it. Let me see. Give me a second, y'all. I want you to hear some of the things that were said. And this is so sad. On so many levels, this is so sad. Let me find it. Give me a second, y'all. This little boy right here came forward too. And everybody is acting like he didn't ever come first. He ain't even came forward and said nothing. This is what they acting like. He said nothing. Okay. I know I wrote down the time slots. Let me see. Can I find it, y'all? Let me see. What did I do with the time slots? This little boy said he did the same thing to him. Wait a minute. And this is a sad thing when people can get away with this type of stuff in this day and age and nobody's saying anything about it. Everybody's acting like, oh, it's no big deal. No big deal.
We walk through. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so speaking of him and Quindon, here's the conversation. Shout out to Worldstar. Here is the conversation between
Shout out
Quindon
to Sean Davy Way
and
Show.
Raz B. Okay, let's get into this
Okay.
shit. Let's get messy. Now, this is Raz B and Quindon Tarver. Quindon Tarver was one of the early artists signed to TUG who alleges that Chris Stokes molested him as well, and Marques Houston.
Chris was on the bed. Marcus was right there next to me. Was he trying to penetrate me? And then I told him I was bleeding. I said, it hurts.
He said Marcus was trying to penetrate him, and it was bleeding, and he told him that it hurts. And mind you, when he's...
And this is Marques Houston, who just married, this woman now who was 12 years old when he met her. And these are Jehovah Witnesses, y'all. And the Jehovah Witnesses standing by them. And like I told y'all before, they don't like people to report stuff like this that go to the hall. They don't like people to report none of this. They want to be the ones to handle it. They say that they're going to go by your house when somebody does something like this. We're going to go by and we're going to talk to them and we're going to get to the bottom of it. So they goes by and they find out what all went on. And to me, they seem like they're getting their rocks off by somebody explaining it to them because they never really do anything. They'll just fellowship them, which means nobody can talk to you right now. And then after a little time goes by, they start back talking to you. Now, sometimes you get transferred somewhere else. It depends on how bad it was that you did. You messed up. Some people are sent out of town to another hall where they go somewhere else and they're around other people and their kids, and people don't even know that where they just came from out of town, the police was looking for them or some stuff like that. And I know this because I saw it with my own eyes. I experienced it as well as far as seeing somebody else get done like this. Okay, y'all? And this wasn't just one incident while I was going to the hall. It was several. Okay? How long is people going to keep hiding behind Jehovah's name who are out here doing stuff they're not supposed to be doing? Let's go.
Saying these things, this is who's talking. This person was going through those things. Not this grown-ass man, because this is Quindon now. This person was talking.
This little boy.
Okay? This was the age. This was around the time this happened. All right? This is what he looked like. All right?
And y'all see how young he is. He's young.
I laid there on the floor. Chris was on the bed. Marcus was right there next to me. Was he trying to penetrate me? And then I told him I was bleeding. I said, it hurts. I don't know what the fuck. It hurt, dude. It hurt. It hurt me. I'm a kid. So he was like telling me that.
He says, it hurts me. I'm a kid. Listen to this boy.
It hurt me. I'm a kid. So he was like telling me that it's okay. So I was like, okay. He put a dick in my booty hole, bro. And fucked me, my nigga. With Chris laying on the bed, watching with the big ass polo, teddy bear, and the big ass pillows on the bed.
Now, Raz B's emotion right now is him like, damn.
Now, Raz B is the one that's playing this recording, showing you that he is not crazy and that he is not lying on these guys. Okay? When Raz B came forward and said that, he kind of changed his story up, Raz B brother came out and said that he was being threatened and they gave him some money so he can go on about his way. And he took that money and he lied, but he was being threatened, y'all. It's why he lied. But ever since he said that, he has still been coming out saying that this guy did this to him. But they try to discredit him. And out of people like Oprah Winfrey and all of these people that has been, these things has happened to them, they know the signs. They know when somebody's stuff, been abused like this. Why ain't they saying anything? Why is all these celebrities sitting back like, oh, I ain't gonna have nothing to do with this. I'm staying out of it. I'm staying out of it. Why, y'all? Why?
I'm like, this happened to me. Like, it's like a walk play of his life. So he thought he was by himself, at this point in time. He thought, just because other people, in the group, they don't want to talk about this. They're over it. They just want to try to be rich and move on with their life. But this has truly affected me. So everybody's different.
So he's just talking right now. But this is other people. Not only did Raspy come forward, other people have came forward as well. Raspy was telling a lot of stuff that was going on with him and the other members of B2K. They just didn't want to talk about it. They didn't want to say anything. It's not affecting them like it affected him, y'all. Okay? And ask yourself this question. How can they come for R. Kelly? And then you ignore other kids that you seriously sit here and look at. He did things to them that he was not supposed to do. And everybody got their mouth closed. Where is everybody now, y'all? What difference is it between R. Kelly and Aaliyah and Marques Houston and Maya? What difference is it? There are none. What's the difference? This is her with her braces, y'all. She was a kid, y'all. And everybody's going to ignore this. People should be doing a petition to get Chris Stokes locked up. And they should round up everybody that was in the group that sit back and talk to them and get something done about him and Marques Houston. And the police, they also need to be contacted about this girl that is still coming up as missing in Oregon, and she was never missing. They took her. They say they do this a lot too. When they want to do trafficking stuff, they say, oh, they ran away. When half of the time, they're not running away. Half of the time, they've been chosen. They ain't run away. Y'all, something has to be done. And this is why I say this all the time. I'm sick of the brothers brushing shit under the rug and hiding behind Jehovah's name. It don't make no sense. And everybody sit back and act as if, ain't nothing going on. Look at this picture right here, y'all. And when I saw this picture, the first thing that came to my mind in this picture right here is, look at this girl in the middle. The little girl in the middle. Standing by her and the baby. Maya baby. Look at this girl in the middle. She look young too. How old is she? Is the question. Is she being groomed too? Is this her daddy, or is this just somebody with their hand on her shoulder? She's the next victim. We don't know. Because they covering this mess up. And they're paying people to help them cover it up. Like the female that was being paid to pretend like she was actually dating him. And she wasn't. It was all a cover up, y'all. And now he's sitting back with his happy family. And look what he went through to get her. Kidnapping. Lying. Manipulation. All kind of stuff. To get to where he is right now. So he can front to the Jehovah's Witness like he's just a happy married man. Y'all. So we're going to forget about she was 12? We're going to look over that, right? We're going to look over that she was taken. We're going to look over that she wasn't reported taken till some years later. And they showed her more up to date because they didn't want to show her missing at the age she really was missing. Because she wasn't really missing, because they just sold her off to somebody to prep her for him. He's a star. He deserves the right to get what he wants, the pick of the litter, y'all. Is this how it is now, y'all? Is this what we doing? Is this what the Jehovah Witness want their name, Jehovah's name, to be tied to? Someone that messes with little girls and at the same time messes with little boys and help cover up a bunch of stuff that they're doing. So what's the difference, y'all? Tell me what's the difference, because I need to know. What's the difference? Please let me know in the comment section. What is the difference, y'all, between him and R. Kelly? What's the difference with this guy right here? Prepping her. She calling him Dada now. Dada. And he preps her for another grown man. Y'all, this is trafficking. This is trafficking. And this is Jehovah's Witness name being tied to this. Where's Oprah? Why ain't Oprah and Gail and them saying nothing right now? They see what Raspy is going through. And they know the signs, because I know the signs. Why ain't they saying nothing? Where's Me Too? Where's Bump It right here? When you need her. You think they ain't heard about nothing? Why ain't nobody saying nothing? We can round up all these women for R. Kelly, but we can't round up nobody and listen to none of these people crying out for help right now. What they gonna say if something happens to Raspy? Then they gonna be like, "Oh, we should have listened. We should have listened to him." But now everybody just ignore him. Really, y'all? How do y'all know there ain't others being touched right now? Still because of this. Because nobody's listening to them. How do we know? Where's Lifetime? We can't get a surviving Marques Houston. We can't get a surviving Chris Stokes. We can't get none of that, right? Puff Daddy. We can't get no surviving none of the people that they claim that's been doing this for years. But we got R. Kelly. Ain't this a mess? Robert. You can get Robert on your show. Robert Kelly. You can bring him down to his knees with all these different women. But you cannot open your little mouth and say nothing about Chris Stokes. Who in the world is Chris Stokes hiding behind that's in the Jehovah's Witness little circle, y'all? It got to be a big elite, y'all, that's helping protect these guys' names. But the more people talk about it, the more sooner or later something gonna get done about it, y'all. If you can do this to R. Kelly and everybody else, you can bring out all these women. You can't talk to Raz B now and find out everybody, because it's going to be just the same amount or probably more. And younger. That has been affected by them too. So why ain't they rounding them up, y'all? What's so different than them doing it and R. Kelly doing it? Because R. Kelly is not a Jehovah's Witness? Is that it? He has nobody to hide behind? Is the Jehovah's Witness going to keep putting up with this mess like this, y'all? Getting their names dragged through the mud for some mess. And he loves to throw Jehovah's name in there. It's on here somewhere. Here it is right here in the middle. Most importantly, we have Jehovah's blessing. Jehovah ain't blessed this. If Jehovah blessed this, you wouldn't have had to hide her out until she was old enough. He didn't bless this. She wouldn't have been on a missing police report, missing list, and you all had her all along. He didn't bless this. You've been dating her since 12 years old. Jehovah didn't bless this, y'all. And it's time for people to open their damn mouth. If you can knock on people's door and wake them up on Saturday morning, when they got their day off and ain't no school in the morning, and wake people up out they sleep to talk to people about the Bible, you can open your mouth and stand up to this. That's clearly not nothing that Jehovah would be accepting. I don't think so, y'all. Okay? We got people, everyday people. Paige, this is what she put up here. Maya's real name is Mayana. She went missing in August 2016 that they know of, because that's when she reported it. Like I said, she was missing before then. And Jehovah's Witness singer Marques Houston has been dating her since she was 15, which is a lie. He been dating her since she was 12. He said it his own self. They posted it up by accident. The dumb fool. She was 12, not 15. At a minimum. This is what she says. He married her weeks after her 18th birthday, and now she immediately has a child. She's 22. She was groomed, in my opinion. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. And they all played a part in this mess. Everybody played a part. Even her adoptive parents played a part in this, y'all. When she first went missing, the adoptive parents played a part, because they didn't even report her missing until some years later. Word on the street, y'all. And her trifling mama, she got something out of selling this child. I promise y'all. And this is her best friend that she grew up with. Chris Stokes' daughter, y'all. That lied and pretended like Marlena was her best friend. When really, in all actual reality, Maya was. But they didn't want her, showing her face yet like that. They only would show her a little bit at the hall. But they never would let her go to school and be out that much because of the fact that she was still missing. Where the feds at, y'all? Where is the police that watches YouTube? Why ain't anybody saying anything about this, y'all? When that man had them girls in that basement and having babies by him and all that stuff, didn't they say something about this? Years later, after them girls was found. We got one right here. Why ain't anybody saying anything, y'all? Ask yourself this question. And this is what she posted. Mia, let people judge you. Let them misunderstand you. Let them gossip about you. What they think of you isn't your problem. Your opinions do not pay my bills. Listen to Miss Thing. But it ain't her fault, y'all. She has been groomed. So, of course, she's going to defend him. And I be watching shows that be saying that, if, somebody's husband do something, they can't testify against their husband. I don't know if this is true or not, but is that's what they going to have behind, that she can't testify against her husband? That he was actually mingling and tingling with her and dating her since she was 12? And now that they're married, she cannot testify against him. Is that what they about to have behind if this comes forward? So you stay kind. This is what she says, committed to love and free in your authenticity. And no matter what they say. This is her now. This is her life. Of course she's going to defend it. She has known this man since 12 years old. She didn't have a baby by him, all of that. Only thing she know is the Truman Show, y'all. She's in a fairy tale world, going to the hall, having a baby and a mama, all of this stuff. But in our actual reality, she is with someone that should be locked up right now. And like I said, where is Me Too and all of these other people? Here is Amarion right here talking about, being a Jehovah Witness. And this was February the 12th, 2010. He confessed to taking steps to become Jehovah Witness, February the 12th, 2010. This was Amarion, y'all. So they've been in the hall for a long time. A long time. This picture right here, she was 14 on this picture. Now, if she was 12 in 2012, right, y'all? She's 14 on this picture right here, because she said right here, well, we don't know about this picture if she's 14, because I'm going to read this picture. It says, daughter, sister, oh my God, Paula, inbox me. And then Chandra says, oh my God, my little Maya grew up. She's beautiful. Okay? And then Melanie says, she's so cute. How old is she now? So she's not saying, how old is she on this picture? She's saying, how old is she now? And the mother is saying, she'll be 15 tomorrow. So she's saying that her daughter is 14 on this, during this time. Because she's not really saying, oh, she's 14 on this picture right now. Or she'll be 15 tomorrow on this picture. She's not really saying all of that. But you can just, maybe conclude that she's talking about this picture. I don't know. But if she went missing in 2012, okay, and she's 14, so that means if she was 14, 2012, 2013, 2014, this picture was taken in 2014 if she is 14 on this picture. This was taken in 2014. Now, when she's supposed to be missing, when she turned, 2016, that's when they reported her missing. So how is she missing in 2016 and she lives in another city and state when she's on this picture with her mama right here at 14? So did Mama Bear get her right back just so, was this the time that she was, he said he was dating her then. This 2 years in. 2014, he had already been dating her since 2012. So she's dating right now on this picture right here. She's dating already. Getting prepped to be Marques Houston's wife. Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. Even the adoptive parent lied about the date that she was taken. Word on the street. So, y'all, a lot of people played a part in this mess. A lot of people played their roles in this mess right here. And they still playing their roles. And until, Jehovah Witnesses, the people that's members put their foot down, this is what is going to, continue to happen. And people like this is going to continue, give Jehovah a bad name for stuff like this. And there's people that know this is going on. And they still go faithfully to the hall and act like ain't nothing going on. And this need to stop. People need to make them, do something about stuff like this. Them boys were young, y'all. And these brothers, so-called brothers from the hall, is the ones that was mingling and tingling with these boys. Something needs to be done. Something definitely needs to be done. And I don't know why nobody ain't reported to the FBI and everybody that this girl was missing, and then she come up married, soon as she turned of age. And everybody knows she was with Marques Houston. A whole bunch of people are saying it. People at the hall are saying, they did not know. They thought she was family member to Crisco, and Crisco was holding someone at his house. And if you talking about a runaway, you talking about a fugitive pretty much. If the police looking for you and you're a runaway. And nothing is being done about it, y'all. Everybody is shutting up and not saying nothing. And the only people that know that this went on is the people that's close, that was going to that meeting. And they ain't going to say nothing because they never say nothing. They don't open their mouth when they should. But they can knock on your door to try to teach you something. Y'all need to be taught something right now. This needs to stop. And you all are helping this continue on in the organization. Y'all helping it. Y'all helping support these monsters. The same thing that y'all call R. Kelly. Anyway, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.